Hi team, today we will be going over the 5B5 diamond formation.
One of the main reasons why I like this diamond formation a lot, it's because it replicates a lot of the soccer formations that can be used at higher development levels. It also makes the best use of space, and we can also learn a lot about the actual positions in the field. Finally, it contains simple assignments that the players can understand easily. For the diamond formation, we're going to start with our goalie, who doesn't really take part in the diamond formation. Then we have our defensive players. In this case, we have just one center back.
We then introduce our offensive players, the right and left midfielder, who play wide, and the forward, who will play up front.
When we put them together, we form a diamond. We're missing some central players, but it's hard to replicate it with a diamond formation. However, this is the best formation to use at this age. One of the things that we want to focus on our diamond formation is that we want to make the pitch massive, and you do this by vacating the middle area. You vacate the middle area and create more space everywhere else.
Let's focus now on the basic movements for each individual position. We will divide the field into 3 lanes as follows. We now have lane 1, lane 2, and lane 3. Let's focus now on the center back's movement. At the initial stage of development, we will constrain the center back movement to not pass the midfield. The center back can move into all lanes to defend and support the offense. The main responsibility is to defend and stop any attacks from our opponents, but this doesn't mean that the center back is not involved in our offense. They will also have to push up to provide support to our offense for a pass back or reset. The center back has to be a smart player who can distribute the ball very well to our offensive players and start the attack. The center back is a key player in this formation to play well and initiate the attack. The main role of the midfielders is to attack when the team is in possession and defend when the team is out of possession. For the left midfielder, we will constrain the movement to be on lane 3 and lane 2, and the player can go up and down to both halves. Midfielders have to be hardworking players running box to box. For the right midfielder, we will constrain the movement to be on lane 1 and lane 2. In defense, midfielders will try to win the ball back as high up the field as possible, but may need to drop back close to their own goal at times to support the defender. Once the ball has been won back, midfielders can either dribble forward or pass to the striker. On offense, they should help the striker attack the goal. Forwards will stay up in the opponent's half and they can go to every single lane. At this level, forwards need to be disciplined and at the same time be a bit selfish. Stay up so that we can be open for scoring positions, but be intelligent enough to hold that space up front. Forwards need to look for space and make runs into space to support the attack.
At kickoff, we start with the diamond formation, and the midfielders need to be as wide as possible, touching the touch lines. The goal of our formation is to move up together and also move back together and keep our shape. Let us now play against a 2-2 formation, which means 2 forwards and 2 defenders, which is a common strategy, and start the play. We pass the ball back to our center back, and all the offensive players start moving up. Now, it's important that the center back also moves up to support the play. Then the left midfielder can pass the ball forward and the forward can score the goal. In another scenario, if the defender is marking the passing lane, then the left midfielder can pass back to the center back and the center back can pass to the forward for another scoring chance. Let's now pretend that we're attacking and we lose possession. When we defend, let's move back together to get the ball back and keep our diamond shape.
It's important that we don't make a very small diamond where we can become vulnerable when defending.
Let's also make sure that we're not flat. If we're flat, then the forward player can just take one of our midfielders and just score the goal.
So when we play, let's move up together, move back together, and keep good shapes. Now, let's look at some good and bad examples of diamond shapes.